Good morning, everybody. Think I'm live. Let me just double check that. Yes, I am live. Good morning. Today is Tuesday, December 3rd, 2024. It's 9 o'clock, 9:05 on the East Coast here today, and see what we get today here. Looks like we're selling off at the moment, as usual. Pre-market, I like to just watch and observe what the market is doing. Looks like there's a lot of selling happening at the moment here. We load my Ninja script on here so I can see what the Geiger counter is doing. But we might be trading at the moment, but definitely there's some selling happening here. I'm gonna look at if there's any news this morning. This Wednesday. There's some news at 10 o'clock. So if we're going to be trading before 10, it'll be closer to 10:30, maybe right after 9:35. If we see something, we'll probably take a position. So if not, on news days like this at 10 o'clock, I'd like to wait until after the news. This is the job openings definitely can be a market mover. That's the only news item right now at the moment we got to be paying attention to. Definitely, this market looks like it wants to go down. I'm going to quickly look at the 30-minute chart here on the NQ. Definitely hit this resistance level yesterday, and it's been going down pretty much since. Last night we had a little bit of movement to the upside, but right now it's going down. Remember yesterday that blue line was resistance. So now we may serve as support, and coming into that fair value gap, definitely we can see some movement to the upside here, maybe during the session. So with that said, I'm gonna look at the ES. It's probably same scenario here, going down. That next area of between 47 and 50 here. 60.47, 60.50, we might see a bounce. So we'll look at that, but at the moment things are heading down. Once again, my name is got to introduce myself actually. My name is Joseph. I've been trading for close to 2 decades now, and I'm just doing the stream so I can share a little bit of the knowledge and experience that I've accumulated over the years, and really be like a way for me to just give back and also just share the ups and downs of my journey. You know, one thing that is important to trading is that we will never know too much. We will never say, hey, we cornered the market, no pun intended, because we can always learn. You know, we gotta stay humble and know that this market can be very tricky. You know, it's fraught with risk, and you gotta know how and when and how to deploy the risk. So we will be trading here together as a community, you know, and definitely looking forward to share what I know, but also learn from other members here of Smart Money Traders. So Smart Money Traders, I named the channel Smart Money Traders because I feel like the best way that we have a chance to win in this market is to trade along with smart money. And we have the right tools and the right mindset to understand how the market works the way they do. What we think doesn't matter. It's really be able to identify the movement that they are present, and they're driving this market one way or the other, and just jump on that bandwagon. So that's basically what Smart Money Trader is all about. Help, you know, philosophy is, hey, I don't know what's going to happen in the market. I'm going to just follow what the big boys are doing as much as I can, and jump in that direction with them. Now, nothing works 100% of the time, but if you do it and you be patient enough, you will be successful in the long run. Trading is not a sprint, it's a marathon. So, like I said, I've been trading for a while. So I know the definite ups and downs in this business, and it can be very lonely. That's why I created this channel to trade and be able to share my, the little bit of knowledge that I have about the market. Because you can always learn more with this market. So, once again, like I said here, this is for education purposes only. I usually say that at the beginning. This is not a place where we're gonna get signals to trade. I'm gonna tell you, hey, you gotta jump on this. You can just watch what I'm doing, and this is my me trading, and really you can take it for what it's worth. It's not that I'm not going to recommend that you buy or sell anything. It's going to be your own decision to take a position. Okay, with that said, let me see if there's any questions in the chat or in the question. I see there's a thank you for being here. So let me know where you're watching from. Let me know where you're watching from. Again, here it's 9:12. We got about 18 minutes till 9:30. So what I'm going to do, I already looked at, again, right now at the moment, we're looking to, this market looking to go lower. This is the ES, and I'll look at the NQ. Let me go back to the NQ. NQ, same thing, hit that fair value gap here yesterday. And since then, kind of been, going back and forth in there until we get a break. We got a break here at this candle here. This current candle looks like if we get to this blue line, which was resistance yesterday, and this is a fair value gap area, so we can see some buying in this zone. But this is a really wide zone, very, very wide. So definitely be careful here. Yes, same thing. This was resistance. But now we might be seeing some. It's possible that we see some up movement from here too. So with that said, I'm gonna be very careful here. I'm gonna have to step away from the desk for a second here. I'm gonna put one step away. I gotta go, but it's essentially that's what we're looking at here. Looking at a market that was still kind of bullish overall, but today could be one of those days that we have a sell-off. And at 10 o'clock we have news, so that's important to keep in mind. So we're gonna have to wait until after 10, based on what kind of price action that we get today. So with that, I'm gonna put this at the bottom here, so people know that I'll be back. I'll be right back. So just market so far is selling off. So I'll be back probably in less than 10 minutes. Before the market's open, I'll be back. All right. Thank you. Okay, I'm back. I don't think I missed much here. Questions in the chat. Okay, it's 9:30. Market open. We're seeing a push up here. Yeah, we definitely was at the support zones. Doesn't really surprise me. In the first 5 minutes, we're gonna be watching it and look at it, but yeah, the market's still expensive though. Still like the auction curve market is expensive. We should see this could be a little people cashing from this leg down and to maybe sell again. And we're hitting this resistance here too at the Globex VWAP. Definitely be careful here. It's not even a minute yet in the market, so definitely be sitting in my hands for now until we see something clearer. But definitely preferred direction right now is down. Again, we're gonna wait until 9:35 to see what the market is doing. Looks like we're pushing higher now. And looking at the order flow chart, it looks like there's some aggressive buying is going on here. We're gonna move this over. Some buyers have more present here. We got some more aggressive buying here. So push higher here is looks like it's likely, but again on the Globex VWAP could serve as resistance here. So for the moment, very, very short term trend is up, but it's not something that I would trust right now, especially with the pre-market movement. We may see a continuation of that. Let's wait and see here before I make any move. I'll definitely give it a little time. Yeah, sellers are coming back in here, but when you look at the NQ, definitely looks like it wants to go higher here. I believe really not clear at the moment. So based on the order flow though, we could definitely see some higher prices right now. And the direction here would be going higher. Now we have no background on the ES on the top left. NQ is already green, so but they both almost at the resistance. So NQ is at the Globex VWAP. Let's see what happens if it's gonna break above that. And ES is at the middle of the range. 4 to 24-hour market here, so we could see some push down here too, because this is resistance, like I said, at the moment. Yeah, there you go. There's the sell-off. Now, what we want to see, we're going to see a little pullback. If we can get a pullback, a couple bars higher, and then we may engage short here. So we're going to wait to see what the market does. I'd like it to go back to 57 at least. Get me back to 57. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to get the pullback to 57. We'll take the short that we want to take here. We got to wait for the pullback though. Can't be jumping in. Because here right now, our stop would have to be at 58, which is, I'd like my stop to be above 51, 61, maybe 62. So if you get back to 57, then I get a U-turn from there. I'd like to be able to go short from there. There you go. We're getting the pullback. Maybe another point or so higher. Okay. And Q is giving us a light blue background though, so that could be a sign they want to go higher completely. So let's see what happened here. Okay, we got to that 57 that we said we wanted to see. We're going to do a close down here on the ES.
Order submitted.
We're going to have an order to go short at 55.25 on the ES. Definitely going to keep a stop. The emergency stop is really about 5 points, so we might give it 3 points on this time around. Again, if we get a bullish bar here, this order will be canceled automatically. Let's see what we get here.
Order filled.
Okay, we got filled at 55.25. I think I'm going to move my stop down a little bit here, because if we take out that swing up here, we don't want to stay in this trade anymore. 58.25 here. See if we can push down. What is that? 60.25. I'm just done. Leave it virtually there. Show what's going on with my stop here. My first target is right on top of the support line. If we break that all the way down, I'm not sure what's going on with my stop. I can move it, but hopefully we won't have to move it here. It'll go straight to our target. There you go. We're right at the low of the day, so we should expect some buying here. For whatever reason, my stop is not. Looks like it's a phantom order at the moment. I'd like it to be placed here and be an actual order. Yeah, something's going on here with it's supposed to be taking me out on the first order. Something is going on here. Because of this Ninja issue here, I think I'm just gonna see if I can manually close this position.
Order filled.
Yeah. See, we got some issues with Ninja here. First target should have gotten hit, and it didn't. Getting all kind of errors on my other screen here. Yeah, this is part of trading here. Sometimes and also, just happened I don't have my regular computer on. I mean, my regular Ninja on to manage that position here. Be really bad here, because this is a phantom order at the moment. It doesn't even exist because I can't. This is what happens. I can't even close it manually. I have to restart the whole thing. Oh, that's unfortunate. It's okay though. I'm gonna have to restart Ninja here and hope for the best. Let's see. At the moment, we don't even know if we're really. See if I can connect on my regular computer first here.
Order submitted.
And connect to real data here and see.
Order cancel.
I did get filled. on the server side. Okay, my first target did get filled, but it just didn't show a Ninja. Crazy. The second target still waiting for that. Could have been worse. We got filled here because this is where our target was, right on top of this support line. We were going back and forth here. So virtually, if this trade were to take us out, it would be a break-even trade in total, because I got my first target. My second target didn't move. My second stop didn't move. But we'll just let it play out here. Let's see if there's any questions in the chat. Okay, there's a question. Somebody said something here. Jimmy, good morning. Good morning, Jimmy. Yeah, definitely. Hip and pocket until 10:30 is not a bad idea. I think I'm, win, lose, or draw here on this one. I mean, again, this is already a break-even trade because I took my profit in the first target here. But at 10 o'clock, we have some news coming out. So I would say it's not a bad idea to just wait. I'm probably going to wait and see what the news says. Hopefully we can get a push down here. If we get anywhere like maybe get back to this level, again, we'll be at a break even on that second position. But so far, let me look, make sure. Okay, we're seeing some, the Geiger counter kind of want to go to the negative. Yeah, okay, yeah, 55. And definitely, I wanted when he got to this level here, Jimmy. When he got down here, I said I wanted to pull back to 57, and he did that. That's when I went short at 55 and a quarter. Closing 55 and a quarter. I think we're going short here, 55 and a quarter. What thing's going to happen here right before the news? Either we're going to get taken out here, or stop, or our target should get filled. Preferably our target gets filled. But again, virtually this is a break-even trade already. Because I got my first target here, my second target. Probably the difference is maybe half a point. So I call that a break-even trade. NQ looks like he wants to go lower, so which is a good sign for the ES trade. 9:56, 4 minutes to the news. Yeah, I think next time we go into positive here, I may definitely time my stop. I'll definitely be a winning trade here. I'm not sure what's going on with my positive, which is good. But again, this me having to restart my ninja and stuff would have been, because here when my target got hit, my second contract should have been trailing, but it's kind of tore me off my game here. But okay, that's fine. We'll just wait and see what the news, when the news comes out, what happened. Bring the news over here. 10 seconds. News is out, so let's find out what it's they expect. 774. Okay, that's positive. This be the reversal that could happen here. Yeah, definitely there's some movement to the upside here. We're gonna wait. NQ is flying higher. Again, NQ is in the big range. 940. I'll switch out forward slide. Can you still hear me? Can you still see my screen? Anybody can please let me know in the chat. So at this point, based on the way the news is and the way things were going, it looks like higher prices coming from this base here. Again, this line was support. So at this point, if we were to be engaged in the market, we may want to look for a long trade. And let's see if we can get a pullback. I'm looking at my volume profile and everything here. Everything it's looking like they want to go higher. But right, we went above the POC with the news. We went above the POC. We came back and tested. So if they can come back and test the POC at 56, they come back to 50 to test the POC again. If we see a U-turn from there, we want to go higher. We may want to go long here. But definitely we're not going to chase this. This is not something we want to chase. We want to pull back to 57, 56 area and go from there. Same thing with the NQ. The NQ is at a pivot point, so we would want to see a pullback. Wait for the pullback here. Go from there. Sometimes you may not get the pullback you want either, so you gotta build the market. Because right now, if we get a green background and the bar to the upside, even though it's right at the VWAP, that's another level that needs to be, need to be accounted for. But this was resistance back here. This was resistance, so this may serve as support. That light blue line. So let's see what happened here. We get another negative bar here. Market goes a little bit below 57. Definitely would like to see that. And then if we're going higher, I would have a buy limit to go long. I think we may be going here. Let's see. We're ranging. So again, if we're ranging here, my stop would be below the range. Let's say I go 59 and 3/4. 6 3/4 would be my stop. Or even maybe 56 and a quarter. Give it a little bit of room. We're definitely setting up for a long at the moment.
Order submitted.
All right, we're gonna be setting up to go long here at 59 3/4, and I'm gonna reduce my risk maybe to 5 and 3/4. Let's make it 4 points for now. Definitely the buyers are getting very, very active here, so that could be a good sign for a trade here. So let's see what happens. Definitely taking some heat here, but until we get a stop, I feel like a stop is well placed, but time will tell here. Yeah, down a couple points.
Order canceled.
Got stopped out here. Now, this is the thing with this market. Sometimes you can get stopped out, and it goes exactly the way you think it's gonna go. See if we do that here. There's another long at 58 and a quarter. Could be a possibility, but we're just gonna have to wait. And right now, definitely trend being down is a possibility here too. We're going to wait a little bit. overnight VWAP. Tempted short of 60-60. Yeah, tempted short 60-60 is not a bad. It's not a bad. That's not a bad. Now it wants to go higher below that VWAP. I remember my stop was a point below this, so I tightened up my stop, taken out. Now let's wait and see. NQ's already move up a good 10 points, 10, 12 points from here. Yeah, definitely looks like direction is higher here. For now, Q is selling off.
Order submitted.
I think here, because we're below the VWAP and we're having all this going on here, I may want to try a short here. Got all those lower highs happening too. What we're trying to sell here. Anybody else let me know how you guys are doing? And it's kind of pointing to the downside at the moment. So we're not going to fight them. We're going to join them.
Order submitted.
There you go. At this point, in lose or draw here, we might pack up our toys and go home. This market is not really looking like it's conducive to good trading at the moment. Okay. It's a good adding a small. Yeah, I think the sellers are still present in this market here, where we may see a push out in the moment here. Because 58 and a quarter was definitely a strong level. Every time it gets there, it got pushed down. So let's see what happens here. All the market internals are red also. That's another factor for us to prefer the short direction here. Let's see how it goes. If we get a new low here. There you go. Looks like we want to go lower.
Order canceled.
I got my. See if we can shoot for that.
Order canceled.
My second target got hit as well. So definitely pushing down here. So that's not a bad outcome at the moment. Yeah, definitely it's not a bad position to be in pocket now. We had a support zone right now, so we could see a bounce to the upside, which at the moment my whole outlook here, we want to probably try to go bearish for the day, because when you look at the price action here, the 30-minute on the bottom right, everything is kind of pointing to the downside at the moment. But we had a support. That wouldn't be the place I would want to sell again here. I would want to see a little pullback going toward 55.5. Yeah, I already got taken out. Jimmy at 51 and a quarter. That was my next. I got taken out exactly to the tick and just bounced a couple points already from my target. So right now I would like to see a pullback toward 55.5, 56. Then a U-turn from there. We may think about going short. We're a long entry here above the cloud, above this resistance level. Thinking, hey, we're gonna go higher, but we did not. I think for the remaining of the day here, we may look at a short market, but this doesn't mean you're gonna make money in the long direction. Yeah, there's no trend. Yeah, no trend. Got no trend right now. It's kind of wheelie. But the bias here though it's to the downside when you look at everything that happened so far for the day. I think we may still have some room to get to this level at 47 and a quarter, which is a level that I talked about yesterday that they could try to get to. If you see, this is drawing from yesterday. I said they can come back to this fair value gap here, about 47, between 47 and a half, 44 and a half, which is 3 points. They can come back in here and bounce it higher. So let's see if they're going to do that. Now, before they do that, what I'd like to see a little pullback toward here and come back down this way here. So can we get that little pullback? And also this area where they are right now, it's kind of like there was a balance. There was a transfer of power that happened here. There was a shift. The market started to go down and then they get crushed to the upside. So that's another. Definitely I was lucky to get filled because I don't think he traded any lower. Yeah. Because normally he has to trade through it to get filled, but I guess there wasn't enough contract in there because the low is in 51 and a quarter. 51 and a quarter was my target. I got filled exactly the tick, and I was very fortunate to get filled there. So yeah, So we're just gonna wait and see, but favor the short at the moment. Let's look at the NQ under 30 minutes and see what we get. Oh wow, the NQ actually gave us a nice setup short here. He went back and tested this zone. Now it's going lower. So same thing with for the NQ. We're right below the VWAP. At the moment we're ranging on the NQ, but a short here may be in order. Even the NQ is one of those things I'd like to see a steeper pullback for the NQ. I go from this to here. We're looking, that big fib here would be, yeah, I mean, the NQ came back to that support zone. It looks like he wants to push lower here. ES is looking to go lower as well, but we need to wait and see right now because we're so close to this pivot on the NQ. We may see it. We may see it hit it and go and goes back up, but also it may just keep selling off too. So that's another thing to keep in mind. I think things are clearing up a little bit. They try 50-50 long after it breaks and comes back up. Hey, that could be 50-50 is, I mean, 50 is a big it's a big number. So we're approaching it here. We may, yeah, we're only gonna be engaging in this market if we get a pullback. Now, a pullback to 52.25 now would be nice. That give us enough room to get to 47, but here too close to 47. And we're at 10:28, which is 2 minutes to initial balance being officially established. So at the moment, we're looking at, we're kind of toward the bottom of the initial balance, you know. That's another reason that we may see a little move to the upside here. If we see a little move to the upside, I wouldn't trust it much. Probably try to, it's good, 52. I think I want something higher here, maybe 53. Let's see. What they may do here is bounce it, and once the initial balance is established at 10:30, which is about another minute or so, that's 10:29, and they may go to break it because the initial balance low at the moment is 48.75. Yeah, 48.75. The initial balance high is 9:30. The initial balance high is over here at 62 even. Yeah, down more here is definitely could be in order. Came right back to the 52.25 that I said, and then it's turning around. But that was a shallow retracement. It may test it again. I'd like it to go back up again here. If it does that and give me a U-turn, then I may go short. But we may not get it. We may not get that opportunity. It's right at the low now almost of the day. Selling the low of the day here is definitely not something I would like to do. 47. Yeah, big bid of 600. They pulled 200. Yeah, 47.50 is definitely a number that I've called since yesterday. Saying that, hey, this will be a number. This will be an area of interest. We're gonna see some buyers stepping up here. But since the market bias is bearish today here so far, they may get run over too. That's definitely something we got to keep in mind. It's just some back and forth here. That's why I don't want to be selling here, because selling here, we're too close to the low, too close to that fair value gap. I'd like to see a little pullback, maybe halfway to this candle, about 53 and a half. Then we may attempt to go short. But so far, it doesn't look like he wants to let up. We get to 51.75 here. That could be a slow scalp to the upside toward 55. Just not something I wanna try here. Yeah. Okay, Jimmy. Yeah, sometimes stepping away from your screen is the best move that you can make. You're itchy to take a trade, because a lot of times the market will eventually show its hands, but sometimes we just don't have the patience to wait for that. If we have enough patience to wait for that, usually we're gonna see it a little clearer. Like right now, again. I'm still bearish, but it's too close to the low, too close to that fair value gap. So I would like to see some kind of up move here and then turn around to the downside. We will see it. I don't know. My Geiger counter in the middle, top middle here looks like it wants to dip toward saying this nice neutral, the selling pressure. If it turns red, in this, the selling pressure is getting overwhelming compared to the buying pressure, and vice versa if it turns green. So here again, all right, maybe that little pullback we talked about here, a little move up here. Let's see what happens. Probably gonna be ranging here for a while, I guess, until it decides to go one or the other. Up, we above VWAP already in the NQ. The Globex VWAP, that could be a sign we want to go higher here. As a seller here, you just definitely don't want to get trapped down here, because there's a possibility you may get trapped here if you sell right now. That's why I'd like to see a higher pullback. I'm not gonna be buying right now because the market is overwhelmingly bearish at the moment. Let's see what we're doing here on the NQ. Okay, pull back on the 3-minute top right. There's a little fair value gap on the 3-minute there too. The 2-minute chart on the top right, So that could be a resistance level, right? We're hitting it right now about 50, 53, 54. Okay, Geiger counter is green, more aggressive here. So yeah, ES is definitely chopping around thing. But again, here, remember 53.5, 54, I said if we get to there, I'd like to see if we can sell it there. But it would have to be a tight stop here if we were to be selling here. Let me give this a try. And then click my button, click fast enough here to go short at 52. But we may still get the opportunity. But again, I'm very leery to sell down here. Honestly, if we were to be moving, if we get a positive bar to the upside here, I would rather go long than short if I had to choose the two, because we're right at the low of the day. Initial balance form, and we may be going above the VWAP here in the NQ. Fuck, I may go long on the NQ. NQ is setting up to go long here. We'll do a buy up close on the NQ. Let's see if we can go higher here. NQ, we trade one contract. It's a little more volatile than the ES, and we'll normally got a 15-point stop on the NQ. We'll probably move it right below the swing here, which should be about maybe 12. Okay, I think we're gonna cancel this order here. Either it's gonna go, it's not. Right now there's a lot of hesitation. We're gonna let the NDT cancel the order. If we get a bullish bar here, we're gonna get taken in. If we get a bearish bar, the order will cancel again, because we're at the bottom here.
Order submitted.
Go higher here. All right, NQ got taken long. See what we do here. We're getting to the point where could this be a retest? Could this be a retest of this low to go higher? I believe that could be the case here. Guess down is the direction, or maybe not. The NQ does that quite a bit. That double pullback I usually talk about. There's a low pullback to here, then it goes up, then a pullback, then we go higher. I don't know. Maybe not. Looks like we may want to be going lower here, or maybe not. We'll see. It's over here. 48 had the big bid now. Okay. Yeah, 54 definitely was a short up here. I did call earlier saying probably could see a reversal here. I got tempted here when we get this bounce on the VWAP. Thinking the NQ was gonna go higher. Came back and tagged me out. I think we still may go higher here too with the NQ, but definitely doesn't look like likely. I may attempt one more trade here, and win, lose, or draw. We're gonna end the stream, because so far before this trade I was basically at break even. Now we're down a little bit for the day, so it looks like we want to go lower. Just still really very indecisive here. NQ nice on a quarter. If we get there, we may, which is right at VWAP, the overnight VWAP, we may see some movement to the upside, but here looks like everything is still interested. 50 long. And back up. So still interested in 50-50 long if it drops soon. Yeah, we definitely need to see an immediate reaction here. And that's why here, again, with a very sensitive area, I attempt to NQ along here again at 96 and a quarter. Well, not happening. Not happening here. Okay, again, selling happening. There's some selling happening here now. And because we have the low of the day on the that's why I don't like selling the low of the day usually. doesn't end well. And essentially, it was the initial balance low as well, 40 and 3/4. Now we're pushing a pivot at 70. 170 on the NQ, so let's see how it reacts to that. Just move the order flow chart here for the ES. Look at this here. 49 aggressive sellers here on that level. That could be a trap. They went lower, so we see a reversal at 48. Could this be the stop line? Sometimes the reminder stops down here and move it the other way. So could that be the case here? We don't know yet. I would like to see that 51. If we get to 51, yeah, that could have been a stop line, but it's too early to tell. Oh, long at 49. Good job, Jimmy. So far it's working out. Again, 51, 50 and 3/4 could be a place to go long here. So it's definitely aggressive long down here in the E because we're getting so green on the Geiger counter here, but there's not movement to the upside, so that could give you pause too. Yeah, there you go. Like this could have been this down here, this move down here could have been the stop line. Get some people short 48 to 48 and start reversing it. So the NQ is still looking bearish to me because we load the VWAP. We're looking at probably, if anything, I'm not too sure the NQ here. 70, it's 82. Yeah, if you're long here, definitely you want to time your stop on the ES. Because, okay, yeah, right now, okay, break this pivot. Well, we see a positive bar here. And I bought here. I got the NQ here. I got that. We got 46 here. Definitely 47.5 is still support here. Fair value gap was just established yesterday. The day before, yeah. It never came back to it. I mean, yeah. Look at that NQ here. We did get a bar to the upside. ES is playing around this area. So that could be another long here. But it might be short-lived. So let's see. The low is 47.50, which we said, hey, could be some buying in that zone. And NQ definitely looks like it wants to lift up a little bit here. So I'd like to, you could definitely lift up here. I'm going to step away from the desk here for about a minute. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, looks like we're going higher here at the moment. And we're definitely going to miss the lift up here. The lift off, we missed that. Again, down here I said, hey, because it looks like it wants to lift. And I didn't get in because, again, it was being a little too cautious here. So now, at this point, we want to wait for a pullback or a double pullback to go long if that's what the market wants to do. It's 11 o'clock, so first 90 minutes of the market was very choppy, very indecisive. Mainly down though. I mean, could have definitely made some money longs here, but it was mainly a down market. I had an entry here short. I got fill here. I got stopped on the second one. Got another entry long here, thinking the market was reversing. Because if you look at this, even though sometimes I don't draw them, but I'm looking at trend lines too. If you look at this trend line, that kind of got broken. It's when this pullback happened, and I went long on this positive bar, and I got taken out here for a loss. And I went short, and I got both pockets got hit. And since then, I took one long on the NQ here. It was bouncing off VWAP. Then I got taken out, and I haven't taken a trade since. So right now, we're looking for longs. It looks like this market looks like it wants to go higher. Here's the push up. This is the push up here. It's a nice, really 50 push up here on the NQ. So we'll wait and see if we can get 55. They're gonna revisit that 57 again, which was a number that has a lot of interest around it earlier. You can see this bounce here a lot of times. Because they bounce here so many times around it, it may not be as significant. But here in the NQ, let's see if we can get a pullback or a double pullback here to go long. Yes, same thing. We're open for a long, but we need a pullback. Yeah, this pullback is a little too shallow. I'd like to see something to it. If we get back to 52 and give me the U-turn, then we can. I'll think about going long there too. Whichever gives me a better setup. Definitely at the moment. Short term, the trend is definitely turning to the upside. As you can see here, NQ hit it right to the tick and move higher. Now the ES hit it right to the tick and move higher. The NQ here, I'm not gonna trust so long at the moment. They may do this, go up, come back down, go higher. So let's see if that's what they do in the NQ. That's the only way we're gonna be, because we are too close to this pivot to go along at the moment. This pivot is right here, like 9 points, and the NQ is nothing. So we'd like to see a pullback toward the VWAP, which is at 95. Maybe, 200, 21,200. If you see a pullback around that zone, we may be interested in going long there. Well, I guess that second pullback is not that deep. Well, they want to keep pushing it up. We did get the second pullback. It just wasn't as deep as I thought it would be. Sometimes they do that. But again, we're right at this pivot. I wouldn't trust going long here on the NQ. Again, remember, this market is still overall is bearish, so gotta be careful with the longs here. Again, this was a nice slow move up. Give you at least 7 points to the upside, so could we be seeing some selling down here again? That could be the case. Yeah, the buyers are really trying to seize control of this market at the moment, definitely. Okay, so sellers are coming back in. Negative bond that somebody's on my door, so I gotta go open the door here. But definitely this is an area, very, very sensitive area here. We're gonna go either or again, so I'll be right back. Okay, because this market is again primarily bearish, I think I would favor a short here on the NQ. We got a pivot, so but it's still not clear. Hey, good day, Noah. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, your European market is closing in 16 minutes. Definitely favoring the short at the moment, even though pull back here in the NQ. But I think with 22 was gonna be my short that I really wanted to take, but it just wasn't clear enough. Because at that time you would definitely be guessing, gambling almost. If you break this blue line, come back and give me a pullback, then we may engage short. But other than that, I'm just gonna stay on the sideline for now. But this market still can go either way, yeah. The market can always go either way, but looks like the sellers are getting back some footing here. Down here, I'm gonna say, hey, NQ's about to lift up. Could lift up from here, and it did. A good 50-point move. If we get 1 or 2 bars positive here, then the negative bar we may go short on the NQ. Yes, still pointing down, which is a good sign too. On NQ short. Looking to next Noah, wishing you the best as well. Any trade today, Noah? Any trading? Oh, you're just watching. Just watching the market. Yeah. Buying in the NQ, buying in the ES. Okay, if we got a negative bar in the NQ, 21 3/4 when we go short here. Let's look at the 30-minute on the yeah. So it's right back to this this fair value gap here.
Orders
Selling the close down here. If we get us taken in, fine. If not, if we get a bullish bar, the order will be canceled. If we get a bearish bar, obviously we're gonna get taken in. This is definitely a sell zone we're in. 15 tick chop. Yeah, the ES is definitely chopping. Same thing with the NQ here too, but we may see a push one way or the other pretty soon here for the NQ and the ES. Let's just show the NQ here. So again, we're not gonna just jump in. We want the market to prove itself a little bit. Give us a pull, a negative bar here. Then we'll engage short. We'll have an order already in place. Stop would be above this pivot here. This would be our last trade. If we get taken in here, it's 11:19. It's getting a little later in the morning session.
Order canceled.
Okay, order got canceled because we have markets moving higher, so that's why I like to do my stop limit, stop order. See, again, could this be a stop run here on the end? Let's see if we can try to sell it.
Order submitted.
25 1/4. Again, this is me looking with the general tone of the market since last night was down, but here we're getting some buying, but we're back into that zone. Let's see if we can get if we get an entry short here and we get stopped out. Obviously, we will be calling it the day. Regardless, we're gonna call it the day because we really had resistance right here too.
Order submitted.
So let's see what happened here. If we can get down to our target, which is right around the VWAP. Can we even get to a new low for the day? We don't know yet, but let's see. Let's see how it goes. I mean, obviously it's too early to think about moving, our stop. But if we get to that blue line here at 12, we may think about moving the short the NQ at 25 3/4. Right now for the day, I'm down about 300 out. We're gonna let this thing work itself out. If we get again another loss here, win, lose or draw, we'll end the stream. Well, this doesn't look good at all. If we get, let's see how it goes here. Let me look at my volume profile here. Yeah, it's right around POC. Look at the NQ. POC on the NQ is at 17, so a little bit above POC here. We have the value area high. Okay, you can see there's a lot of reasons for the market to go down here, but the market sometimes doesn't follow any reason. So here, us getting taken out here, it's a matter of time. I just want to keep my stop in place. I don't want to be moving it just because I'm panicking. There's no
Order
panicking.
canceled.
All right, we got taken out here for another loss. Today was definitely a tough day to trade. I feel like since the week started yesterday, Mondays are usually bad. I mean, not bad, but usually difficult to trade. But here, we're experiencing the same thing here in the ES and NQ. A lot of uncertainty, chop. So we're gonna stop trading for the day. Hope you guys are having a good rest of your day. I'm gonna go do something else here. Honestly, in the ES, we had resistance. We may break it, but we definitely had resistance here too. So we sold down here because thinking this was the top for this range, but they're pushing it higher. So we had the high for the day. No, let me see. We're at the high of the day right now. Again, I wouldn't be surprised to see some movement to the downside here either. But with that said, good luck. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for supporting the stream. And we'll see you tomorrow morning again. Keep in mind on Thursday, I will be not. I won't be streaming on Thursday. So just keep that in mind. Okay. All right. You guys have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless. Jimmy. Thanks, Jimmy. All right. You have a good one. Bye-bye. Jimmy said.
Order canceled. Order submitted. Order canceled. Order submitted.